We have started a fierce conversation in the conversation room about job struggles. A lot of people say they just cannot land a job or even get noticed by employers. So we asked you to submit your questions, and this morning our employment expert will answer a few of them. Carlos Gill with JobsDirectJAX, and thank you so much for joining us. Clearly there's a big interest in this because there are a lot of people still out of work no matter what this economy does. So let's delve into this. Lori wrote in, and she said this morning, I'm a stay-at-home mom, full-time college student, and I've been out of work for 3 years now. How likely will it be for me to get a job in the medical field? And this is a good one because I feel like there's a lot of jobs out there in the medical field.
You know what? There are two things that stand out. I mean, actually three. One, she's going back to school, and that's a good thing. She's going back to school. She's getting educated. She's really passionate about finding a job in an industry which right now is the hottest industry for work, being the medical field. My advice to her is go out and take an internship. Try to volunteer in the community for some of these different organizations. Go to a local hospital. See how you can give back your time. That way, when you're ready to graduate and you have that degree, you can go ahead and already have the contacts in place.
Which is so important. We're talking now about that. It's saying that a lot of the hiring now is taking place with either someone who has vouched for you or another coworker that knows you and can say, hey, I like this guy. You should give him a chance.
It's all about who you know and who knows you. Keep that in mind. Very important.
Okay. Second question. Tracy wrote in and said, I have 15 years of administrative assistance experience. I've sent out numerous resumes but never receive a call. So what can I do at least just to get a chance? So she's not being noticed, period.
Well, you know what? Like Tracy, there's a lot of job seekers out there that send out countless resumes. I call it blind applications. They wait for the phone to ring. Try this. Send out your application, follow up with a phone call. Also, there's a great website out there called LinkedIn.com. Use LinkedIn as a resource to make contact with the recruiters at the companies that you really want to work for. And again, it's networking. So don't wait for the recruiter or for the phone to ring. Don't wait for to come to you. You go to them. And
secretaries, I always say, sometimes they are your first line of defense. And if you can kind of make an impression with them, they'll be like, hey, call this person back. They've called you a few times. Okay, here's one from Roy. He said, how do you get hired when 8,000 applicants have applied for the same exact job that you want?
Great question. Ask yourself this. What makes you unique? What makes you stand out? And why should a company hire you? If you're able to put this in context in a 30-second pitch, or your own 30-second commercial, you will compel a company or a recruiter to go ahead and pick up the phone and call you back, or at least to go ahead and bring you in for an interview.
All right, so it's kind of like your hype list. You have to know what you're good at and be able to sell yourself in that 30-second pitch.
Absolutely.
Okay, so a question here from Angie. If you've been unemployed for a long period of time, your credit rating drops. So most employers are now looking at your credit scores before hiring. How can I fix my credit if I can't get hired? That's an interesting one. Is that true, though?
You know what? This is really common because obviously with the downturn in the economy over the last few years, unfortunately a lot of candidates, they've seen their credit rating drop. My advice is be honest and be upfront. If you see that you're going through the process, this company is going to do a background check on you, be upfront. Don't hold anything back. It's better that you divulge this information upfront rather than they be hit with a surprise.
Yeah, and that be the thing that not get you the job.
Correct.
Okay, here's one that I'm sure a lot of people, male and female, dealing with this. But this person asking, how does a male in his 50s with years of experience get back into the workforce? Seems he is being overlooked for younger applicants. And I've seen this a lot, and it seems to be tied with money, too, because if you hire that older applicant with more experience, you have to pay him more.
Right. Well, for the older applicants, or for the baby boomer generation, as I call it, I always coach them to go ahead and sell themselves on their experience and the value that they bring to a company, whereas a younger candidate does not possess. Also, use the same technology that the younger candidates are using. So I'm referring to not only LinkedIn, but also Twitter. Use Facebook. Use these resources just like the younger candidates are doing, the Gen Y, as they call it, to go ahead and really put yourself at the same playing field as they are.
Yeah, okay. Well, good information here. And also, just real quickly, you said Facebook is a great way. You can use your friends because now your network is tighter to just put it out there if you're looking for a job, and maybe one of them might be able to connect you with somebody.
A hint with Facebook, there's an app on there called Branch Out. I encourage the viewers out there, check out Branch Out on Facebook. This will actually help you pinpoint connections of yours with the companies that they work for and their jobs.
There you go. Some very good information, Carlos. We could go on for a long time, but we don't have time. So Friday, there is a Career Expo. It's August the 12th at Bay Meadows and 9A. And if you want more information on this, go to jaxcareerexpo.com. Thank you so much.